Lauren Southern has had her Patreon deleted. So far, the reason can only be speculated. We don't know their motive yet. As she is constantly being accused of being a fascist or having Nazi affiliations, I would imagine that it has something to do with that. This has been a tactic used against new media personalities for years in order to discredit them or silence them. Take Rush Limbaugh, for instance. Things they say are taken out of context and then shown on a massive scale to people unfamiliar with the context, giving people an impression on someone that is so deterring that they will never truly listen to what they have to say. Antifa and its associated site It's Going Down both have functional Patreon pages, even though these organizations have recently called for violence against those they deem to be fascists. This means anyone who isn't an ally of theirs. Antifa masked protesters attempt to look intimidating, but even with their ski masks on, you can clearly see the fear in the eyes of some underage teenager. Sometimes, these bullies actually bring themselves to attack people, which has been heavily documented on YouTube and other internet video services. The Bike Walk Bandit, the lady who was maced while giving an interview, actually giving props to the protesters for having the gall to show up before they snuck up and maced her with pepper spray. Then you had a limo that was burnt down at the Not My President protest, a horse that was stabbed in the neck with a pole with a nail attached at the end, the businesses that were burnt down at the G20 summit, and all of the times groups of Antifa masked protesters group kicking people while they are on the ground, like vultures. All of these instances come to mind. Oh, and you can't forget the protesters that had police-grade concussive grenades as well, which begs the question with an obvious answer. Where are they getting police-grade anti-riot gear? That was over at Berkeley, by the way. And considering the mayor has ties to By Any Means Necessary, another group that's associated with Antifa, it's not at all a huge jump in logic to assume that somehow he aided in that, especially because he ordered the police to completely stand down. If you're unfamiliar with the concussive grenades that were being thrown at one of the Berkeley protests, I will leave a link in the video description if you're interested in checking out. Somebody had compared what does appear to be, in their footage, concussive grenades that people originally thought were glass bottles with, I think, M80s thrown inside of them. And it turns out, at least what appears to be shown in the footage, is that it's actually a concussive grenade, a police-grade one. So if I can find that video, I'll put a link to it in the description. But now, moving on. This is the It's Going Down Patreon page. They have 138 patrons, and they make $1,170 a month. Now let's take a look at the rewards, because they're fantastic. If you donate $1, you can become an ally. Get a zip file of It's Going Down PDFs and magazines to kickstart your zine distro. Or $10 gets you supporter status, and you get 2 sticker packs and zines. Really does seem like they're marketing towards children, doesn't it? Or at least pre-teenagers. And then you got Accomplice. What a name. An Accomplice for $20 or more per month. You get a sticker pack, zines, a t-shirt, and access to comrade mentoring on social media, design, outreach, and writing skills for your own project or group. So you can have Antifa give you some advice for $20 a month. I don't know. I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm not rolling in the YouTube money, but I really want to throw $20 at these guys and get some Antifa mentoring. That sounds fucking amazing. But then we got Comrade for $40, 2 t-shirts and 2 sticker packs and zines, access to comrade mentoring on social media, design, outreach, and writing skills for your own project, affinity group for $60, 3 t-shirts, okay, and then $100, move over Soros, and 1 patron. So apparently somebody with a job actually, saved some money for a little bit so they can become the George Soros of It's Going Down. One of everything IGD ever makes forever. You become their benefactor. Up front, get 4 t-shirts, sticker pack, magazines, and zines. As new shirts, sticker packs, and magazines come in, they'll be shipped out to you. So you literally become their boss. And then let's take a look at the Antifa page. They don't tell you how much they make, but they have 65 patrons. And, I'm not going to criticize their lack of rewards because, you know, I'll be honest with you, my Patreon doesn't really have rewards at all because I don't know what to put there. I don't know what people would want. But anyway, pledge $5 per month for them. 30 high-quality vinyl Antifa stickers. Available in 6 different designs, mix and match, to get the quantity and designs you like best. Available only until July 31st, 2016. Alright, so if you want to get your Antifa stickers, Patreon is the place to go. And remember, Patreon is not a place for hateful people like Lauren Southern. Be sure to get those stickers so you can endorse bashing the fash on any park benches you see on your walk to wherever. Well, let's take a look at Patreon's terms of service. You are responsible for all the activity on your account. If you do bad things, we may terminate your account. For starters, illegal activities, don't break the law or encourage others to break the law. Abuse, don't harass or bully others or promote violence or hatred towards others. Personal information, don't distribute others' personal information or otherwise abuse it. Creators with access to their patrons' personal information should not use it for anything unrelated to Patreon. Fraud, don't post information that is false or otherwise misleading. Impersonation, don't impersonate anyone. Don't use another person's account or allow others to use your account. So, illegal activities, don't break the law or encourage others to break the law. Well, apparently that doesn't include destroying public property and attacking people. Abuse, don't harass or bully others or promote violence or hatred towards others. They promote violence and hatred and they bully people that they claim are hateful people. And most of the time these hateful people aren't nearly as hateful as these assholes. And then you have personal information. These people are notorious for leaking people's personal information if they believe that they're a fascist or a suspected white supremacist. Doesn't matter if you're a suspected black supremacist, then they want you on their side, actually. And then you have fraud. Don't post information that is false or otherwise misleading. Well, take a look at the picture where they're saying that anyone wearing a Trump MAGA hat is a Nazi. Yeah, that could be, I don't know, interpreted as information that is false or misleading. And impersonation. Now, I have a hard time believing that they don't share the login information for this account. It is very likely moderated by a group. I would be surprised if it wasn't anyway. So at the very least, they definitely break some of these rules, some of these terms of services, if not all of them. Well, we pretty much have to wait until we find out the exact reason that she was removed from Patreon. Maybe there was a specific incident that I am unaware of that led to her account being deleted, but I find it unlikely. I think if she did anything too extreme, I would have heard about it by now. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts. Mostly curious if there was something completely crazy that I overlooked that might make me look like a dumbass. So let me know. I'll talk to you guys later.